Go.
Hello, everyone. This is Anthraxicon the Deathbringer. It's so good to see you. I've missed you. I hope you've missed us too. Now, I bet you're wondering, during this quarantine, what are we up to? What are we doing with all of this time? Well, of course, we wouldn't waste it. No. We're doing things that are nefarious, things that are horrible. I have tasked every single one of the ghosts with coming up with a new, terrifying, horrifying plan. So let's check in. Let's see what everyone's up to. And let's start with Gertrude. Gertrude, are you on the call?
Oh, yes, Anthraxicon.
Gertrude, it's good to see you.
Yes, it's very good to see you as well, sir.
Gertrude, what have you been doing with your time?
Well, I have been trying very hard to keep my dissection skills in good plumb, sir, but it has been difficult. I have dissected all the eyeballs in the house and I ran out. I tried to get more, but Instacart wouldn't bring them. No, so I have been reduced to chopping vegetables and fruit, sir, which is very effective, but I seem to have made French fries.
So you've resorted to cutting fruit and vegetables. All right. I'll accept that it's not terrible. But what are you doing with your other spare time? I bet you.
Sir, I have created a little monster. The sourdough.
You're making sourdough.
Yes.
That's what you're doing with your time? That's what nefarious things that you're doing?
Well, yes.
All right. You know what? I don't want to hear about your sourdough. I don't care about it. I'm moving on. All right. Next. Jonathan. Jonathan, are you there?
Hey, boss. How you doing?
Perfect. I just heard about Gertrude making sourdough, but I know that you've been up to something. What have you been doing?
Well, for starters, I made coffee because I just woke up.
What do you mean you just woke up?
I mean, I woke up like 5 minutes ago.
Yes, but what have you been doing during our quarantine?
There's a quarantine?
How long have you been asleep?
Well, okay, this clock must be fast because I set it to go off on New Year's Day, and it clearly says we're in the middle of May.
You've been asleep for 4 months?
Apparently so. You know what? Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go watch the news and see what the hell's been going on. I will get back to you.
Waste of my time. All right. Jasper. Jasper, you must be around.
Here I am.
There you are. Jasper? Oh, I know I can rely on you. What are you up to?
Of course, keeping busy as always, as you know. My life in pursuit of wealth, and I found a new endeavor that's proven to be quite fruitful. I traveled to various deserted islands collecting spiders, which I sell to a pair of child $4,000 apiece.
What are you talking about?
It's called Animal Crossing, you Philistine. And I formed a new empire. I grow my own fruit, and I live in a neighborhood of cute animals who worship me as their god. I live next to a cat who wears glasses. His name is Raymond. And I have obviously been met with some resistance. But if Tom Nook is watching this right now, I would like to tell him that he will never best me. I am just...
Oh, I'm muting you. Oh, you've been wasting your time playing a video game. All right, moving on. Stella. Stella, save this call.
Hi there.
Hello, Stella. There you are.
Yeah, I've been keeping quite busy. See, I've been working on some new tricks, for instance, now. I've got the green eyes I've always wanted.
I love it. Oh, Stella, it's got to be so difficult for you. You're a magician. You love the roar of the crowd. How is it to be alone?
Well, I'm not alone. See, I broke into one of the abandoned theaters because all the ones in Boston are shut, and I've got Edgar with me. Edgar's a great audience member. He's been helping me work on my tricks, haven't you, buddy? Tell Anthraxicon everything you've been up to.
You understand that stuffed animal isn't saying anything, right?
Just because he's a rabbit and dead doesn't mean he doesn't have anything to say, Anthraxicon.
No, you understand that no one's talking, and you're just hearing voices in your own head.
I beg to differ. Edgar is a great conversationalist, and just because you can't appreciate everything that he has to say, especially the glowing words of praise for the work that I've been doing that you told me to do, that's not my problem.
Done. You've gone crazy. I'm not talking to you anymore. Next, Harlan. Harlan, please. You're a cannibal. I know you've done something exciting.
Anthraxicon, good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh.
I've been using this time of self-isolation to better myself.
Oh, yes.
Firstly, 'tis been a wonderful opportunity to reconnect with friends both old and new.
Yes.
Using all the wonderful technologies.
Mm-hmm.
These behoove us.
Mm-hmm.
As a charter member of the prestigious Gourmand Society, we have been meeting thrice a week to reconnect, share recipes, and feast together and enjoy aspects of the fellowship that is.
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's get to the nefarious stuff. Let's get to this. Yeah, go on.
However, it is quite frustrating not being able to sample the delicious dishes one sees on the other side of the screen.
Yep. Okay, let's get there. Come on.
As you know, I am famous for many recipes, particularly my deviled quail eggs, which, being a work in miniature, require the outsourcing of various ingredients to be up to snuff for this specific dining group.
No, okay, I'm done. I'm bored. You've bored me to death.
As I was having a particularly difficult time trying to get a special type of human bone marrow to raise the umami of this recipe, I needed to reach out and use these wonderful technologies.
No, I don't care what technology you're using. I don't care.
Firstly, I asked Jeeves.
No, I don't care. I'm not asking Jeeves anything. That's old and dead and gone. All right, next. Great. Bernard.
Ask
Please
Jeeves.
don't talk to me about Ask Jeeves or MySpace or anything else. Bernard, go away. All right, Harlan, Bernard, whoever, somebody save this call. Bernard, what are you doing? Why are you in the bathroom?
Anthraxicon, there you are. Oh, listen, it's been a long time, fella. I waited. You told me, you know that game you make me play, the sit and wait game? And I did that. Right. And I was waiting at the graveyard. And nobody showed up forever. And then some pump in a hat, he come by and he kicks me out. Says I can't be there anymore. And so I was walking the trail, the tour, and there's no one around. And then I realized what was happening. I realized, the pandemic and all of it. I said, oh, that explains everything. So I come up with an idea. If I can't dig graves and get rich from the rich things on the ground, I can still get rich. I'm nicking the bog rolls. Right? I'm going around place to place, and I'm taking them, and we're going to bury them. And there's piles now. And it's one at a time, but it's all right. And then we're going to get fabulously rich when it's all over. We'll just dig them up and sell them off. It'll be great.
Bernard, I'm going to speak this back to you. You spent the last 4 months sitting in a graveyard alone, then giving a tour to yourself, stealing toilet paper, and then burying it in the ground.
Right, and then we resell it and we get rich.
This is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard of. I'm very sad now.
It's 2-ply.
I don't care that it's 2-ply. I'm sure that it's wonderful toilet paper. Next. All right. Violet, my other demon. Violet, take us home. What have you been doing?
Oh, I think you're going to be very impressed with what I've been up to over quarantine Anthraxicon. You see, I have amassed an incredible amount of power lately. People bow to me. They love me. They respect me like no one has ever loved me before. You see,
I'm so proud of you. What have you been doing?
I have become queen of the Facebook ant colony.
What?
I am in charge of the Facebook group, a group where we all pretend to be ants, and everyone loves me. When I tell them to dig, they dig. When I tell them to lift, they lift. They bring me crumbs. They bring me other crumbs. It's fantastic. I am living rich. I have never been more powerful in my life.
I am so deeply depressed right now. I want to cry. You have all failed. Every single one of you has failed during this quarantine. I want everyone back. Gertrude, Arlen, Violet, Stella, everyone back. All right. So, I have true penance for all of you. Since you have all completely and utterly wasted this time that you could have been bettering yourselves and coming up with something horrible that we could unleash on the world when this is all done, we're going to unleash something horrible on the world right now. Because you know what everyone loves? Another group of people getting together on a Zoom call and singing them some condescending song like celebrities do. So I'm going to make you all sing them Imagine. All right, everyone. 1, 2.
No, see.
Look, I learned a new disappearing act.
Bye.
I gotta go bury a bog roll. Sorry, see you.
I'm gonna go raid the book. Bye.
Bernard! Jonathan! Oh, come back here. Stella! Come back!
Stella's not here, Anthraxicon.
Get out of here!